Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on October 30, 2023. They were abandoned, grief and anger at funeral for Hamas kibbutz victims. Bangladesh opposition chief Alamgir arrested after clashes. Trump's niece calls him a toddler for storming out of fraud trial. The Independent, he's like a petulant child, Michael Cohen on why Trump stormed out after his testimony. MSNBC, how much money has Michael Cohen made hating on Trump? Forbes, how Cohen's testimony sets the stage for Trump's hush money trial. Toll from blast at Indian prayer meeting climbs to 3 after 12-year-old girl dies of burn injuries. The Independent, Kerala blast at Christian Center after jibe on Hamas, Bishop slammed Hamas solidarity show. India Today, Indian police say 2 killed by suspected bomb at Christian prayers. France 24 English, UAPA invoked in Kalamasri blast case. The Hindu, man surrenders before Kerala police taking responsibility of Kalamasri blasts, police confirms IED. Abortion rights will be in French constitution next year, Macron vows. The Guardian, Macron sees draft law to make abortion rights irreversible this week. Politico Europe, Macron vows to enshrine rights to abortion in constitution by next year. Hampstead Highgate Express, Francis Macron announces plans to enshrine abortion rights in constitution. France 24 English, France to make abortion rights irreversible, Macron. Russia-Ukraine war at a glance, what we know on day 614. The Guardian, Russian losses in Avdiivka offensive among worst of 2023, UK Intel. Business Insider, Russia-Ukraine war, list of key events, day 612. Al Jazeera English, Russia-Ukraine war at a glance, what we know on day 613. The Guardian, Russia's killer T-723B tanks pound Ukrainian positions in Kupiansk, watch. Israel-Hamas war live. Israeli Air Force says it has struck 600 targets in a day as IDF expands Gaza assault. The Guardian, Israel strikes Syria, Lebanon following rocket attacks, military says. Al Jazeera English, 3 Palestinians said killed amid clashes in Jenin. IDF reservist dies in tank accident. The Times of Israel, further air and artillery strikes reported in northern Gaza, as it happened. The Guardian, Israel-Hamas war, largest convoy of aid trucks enters Gaza, DW October 30, 2023. Trump seeks Pence backing ahead of Iowa rally, live. The Independent, Mike Pence, former U.S. Vice President withdraws from 2024 presidential race. BBC, Mike Pence makes a gracious exit, WSJ. The Wall Street Journal, Mike Pence tried to thread the needle to the Oval. He never figured it out. Kazakhstan mourns after ArcelorMittal mine disaster kills 45. The Guardian, Kazakhstan mine fire death roll rises to 42. The Independent, Kazakh families mourn miners killed in fire. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Kazakhstan mine tragedy, 45 dead, 1 miner still trapped underground, rescue operation underway. WION, at least 32 dead, 14 missing after ArcelorMittal mine fire in Kazakhstan. US, deeply saddened, by death of Iranian teenager after alleged hijab encounter. Israel under growing pressure to trade Palestinian prisoners for Gaza hostages. The Guardian, hostage talks with Hamas ongoing despite Israeli incursion. Financial Times, Israeli ground operations worry families of hostages. Reuters, Gallant indicates to hostages' families that ground incursion needed to pressure Hamas over their return. The Times of Israel, Israel-Hamas war, can world leaders push Hamas to free hostages? Russian airport closed after protesters storm runway in search for Israeli flight. The Independent, Russian airport stormed by pro-Palestinian protesters. The Times and the Sunday Times, anti-Israel mob storms Dagestan airport in Russia. BBC, mob storms Dagestan airport in search of Jewish passengers from Israel. The Guardian, Muslim mob in Dagestan storm airport hunting Jews. 6 dead and 40 injured after 2 trains collide in India. Sky News, Andhra Pradesh, deadly India train crash kills 13. BBC, 13 killed and 50 injured after 2 trains collide in India. The Independent, Vizianagaram train accident, 2 trains cancelled, 5 diverted. The Hindu, Morning Digest, 9 dead, 32 injured as trains collide near Vizianagaram. India beats England to continue its World Cup march and more. Israel-Gaza Live News. Gaza doctors say hospital evacuation impossible after Israeli warning. BBC, Gaza hospital told to evacuate as bombing continues. The Times and the Sunday Times, Israel-Hamas war live, Palestinian death toll in Gaza rises above 8,000, Israel-Palestine conflict news. Al Jazeera English, desperate Gazans steal food and basic supplies from aid warehouse, latest from ITV News. ITVX, inside Gaza hospital where hundreds shelter despite Israeli evacuation orders. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.